Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Urvashi here. Today in this video I'm going to be talking about remedies. But before I start, just a reminder for those who are watching one of my videos for the first time, or you have been watching and you haven't subscribed us yet, remember to subscribe and remember to tap the bell icon. Both the subscription button and the bell icon are right here somewhere, so you got to do that, otherwise you will not be receiving any notifications and you will miss out on a lot of good videos. Currently, I'm doing a series on nakshatras. Nakshatras are lunar mansions. A zodiac belt has 12 zodiacs, as we all know about the 12 zodiac signs. But these zodiac signs are further divided into 27 smaller divisions, which are lunar mansions, or they are called nakshatras. And the moon moves through these lunar mansions. One mansion every day it covers. So the moon moves through these nakshatras every day. It's covering one nakshatra, and these nakshatras are even more important sometimes than the zodiac sign itself, because these nakshatras are deciding factors in the personality of a native. So I'm doing that series. I've done the first 9 nakshatras. There are 27. I still have 18 to do, so watch out for the upcoming videos on nakshatras. I do all important transits, monthly horoscopes, and finally I try and break the monotony with some interesting, useful videos that will benefit both those people that are learning astrology as well as those that are trying to benefit from astrology. So today I'm going to be talking about remedies, and there is this big confusion regarding remedies. See, we all have 9 planets in our birth charts. In fact, sometimes I get interesting questions like, do I also have a Saturn? So yes, we all have a Saturn, we all have Ketu, we all have Rahu, and Mars, and of course Venus, Moon. Yes, we have all the planets. And naturally, if you have all the malefics as well as the benefics, there's going to be some areas of your life which has a lot of benefic influence. There will be some areas that may have more malefic an influence. And sometimes, so there are 3 types of malefic influences that you will see in your birth chart if you are learning or following astrology. So there are 12 houses, and each house has a lord. The 12 houses have a sign, a zodiac sign each, and every zodiac sign has a lord. For example, for Aries the lord is Mars, for Taurus it's Venus. And so either the house could be afflicted by a malefic. You could have like a Rahu Saturn posited in your first house, or you could have Mars Sun afflicting let's suppose a 4th house. So it could be the placement of malefics on a house. It could be the placement of even a benefic, but the benefic could be very afflicted. Let's suppose Venus is afflicted in the 7th house. You have a debilitated Venus afflicted by malefics, so then again the house is afflicted. So you could have a malefic inflicting the house. You could have even benefics in bad dignity in the house. You could have the house lord afflicted. So your 7th lord could be, for Gemini ascendants, the sign of Sagittarius falls in your 7th house. So your 7th lord Jupiter, the biggest benefic, let's suppose it's in the 8th house. In that case, Jupiter is debilitated. And let's suppose there is no malefic influence on the 7th house, but the 7th lord is now afflicted. And the third condition could be that the significator of the house is afflicted. The 7th house is not really afflicted. The 7th lord is also not afflicted, is in good dignity, but Venus is afflicted. And Venus is the significator of the 7th house. Even then you will feel trouble where relationships are concerned. So afflictions will be there in all our charts in different areas depending on where the planets are afflicting. So in each case there's a lot of confusion as to what remedy to do. If the house is afflicted, then what do we do? Do we strengthen the lord of the house? Do we do remedies related to the planet posited in the house? What do we do? So there's a lot of confusion about remedies, and rightly so. because there are, it's not one kind of a situation. It's a situation can be, there could be multiple type of situations. So just to clarify, the karka of any house is the planet that shows the availability of things related to that house. So if the karka or the significator of the house is strong, it shows that things related to that house or significations of that house are available for you. For instance, if Jupiter is very well placed, Jupiter is very strong, it means the second house, since Jupiter is a significator of the second house, 11th house, 5th house, 9th house, the significations of these houses are strong. So the availability of wealth, the availability of children, the availability of knowledge, of having a good guru, these things are available for you. So the significator shows what things are available for you. Sometimes you'll see that a house is very good, the planet is very good, in good dignity, and yet you're not getting results. If the significator is afflicted, then the availability of that thing may not be there so much for you. So the significator is like a luck factor. I personally like to call it the availability of resources for you. If you talk about astrology from ancient times, significator of every house is very, very important. So simply, if you want to improve any house, in any way the house is afflicted, there could be malefic placement, it could be afflicted by placement, it could be afflicted by affliction of the lord of the house, it could be afflicted by affliction of the significator of the house. For any affliction, just strengthen the significator. If you strengthen the significator, you strengthen the luck factor related to that house. You strengthen the availability of those resources. So simply, if you start doing remedies for the significator of the specific house that is troublesome for you, that you can see has afflictions or the Lord is afflicted, you will see that things start working for you. There is more availability. Luck will be there. Luck will be supportive for you. The rest, of course, will also be the chart. The D1 chart is basically you, your personality. So it would also show if there is a malefic influence on the house or the Lord. It can show a bad attitude towards those things. So by improving your attitude, you can improve the house. But by improving the significator, by doing remedies for the significator, you can make the availability of those resources for you. So I'm going to show you this chart here now, and I'm going to show you the significators of all the 12 houses. So for the first house, the significator is Sun. Sun is also the significator of your health. So that is why Sun is the significator of the first house. For the second, 5th, 9th, 11th, it's Jupiter. 3rd is Mars. 4th is Moon. So if the 4th house is afflicted and you do not have any peace of mind, and the 4th Lord is afflicted and the 4th house is afflicted, let's suppose, just start remedies for Moon. So in some of my videos, where I've mentioned MKS, Baran Karka Sthan of a planet or something, many of you will already aware of the term. So somebody asked me in one of the comments, what kind of a remedy do you do if Rahu is in MKS? Any planet in MKS, any problem related to any house. So if Rahu is in MKS, it means Rahu is in the 9th house. So similarly, if you have a problem with the 4th house, affliction in the 4th house. Similarly, if you have a problem in the 7th house, there is, let's suppose, Saturn Mars yoga in the 7th house, or there is Rahu Mars yoga, let's suppose, any bad yoga. The 7th Lord is in the 8th house, it is very afflicted. So it could be the Lord, the house, anything. Just pick up the Karka, pick up the significator, and start remedies related to that planet. And you will see luck starts growing related to that house. So I was saying for the 4th house, it's Moon. We have other significators for real estate, for property. For the 4th house, it's Mars. but the primary significance of the fourth house is moon. For the fifth house, again Jupiter. Sixth house, it's Saturn primarily, but also Mars. Seventh house, it's Venus, we all know that. Eighth house is Saturn. Ninth, again Jupiter. 10th, the primary significance of the 10th house is Mercury, but you also have Saturn. You also have Sun. Saturn is Karamdata. Sun is the availability of all resources again, but the main significant is Mercury. 11 Jupiter, 12 Saturn. So pick up the planet and start remedies for that planet. Now what kind of remedies can you do for that planet? Amongst remedies, you can do mantra jap, you can do fasting, you can start worshipping the deity related to that planet, you can do donations, and you can do, there are colors, there is food related to every planet, so you can start wearing those colors, you can use those food items more, and you will feel the energy of that planet more activated once you start working on these basic remedies. So I can do a separate video where I can discuss for every planet. I'll talk about the colors, I'll talk about the food items and the other things. If you guys are not clear on that, we have a lot of information on the net, on Google, I'm sure, so you can search for it yourself. But if you guys still want me to make a separate video for every planet, I can give you info on that as well. So simply, whatever the issue is in your life, and you can see in your chart there is a specific issue, there are afflictions there in the chart related to the Lord, the house, or the karka. Just pick up the karka, start strengthening the karka, and you will start getting results. See, Jupiter covers the most important 4 houses: for wealth, the 2nd, 11th, for luck, 5th, 9th, for knowledge, for wisdom, for a guru, for beliefs, values. Jupiter covers these 4 very, very important houses. So I feel all of us should do remedies for Jupiter at least. Start strengthening your Jupiter, and these 4 houses you will feel have become stronger. Other than that, whichever house you feel you have an affliction in, just pick up the planet and start working on it, and you will start feeling the results. So that is all for now for this video. And if you guys want me to do a separate video for all the planets, I can do that. Let me know. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.